Part 2 of the AC compressor and system replacement. Part 2 of the Volvo C30 air compressor replacement with emphasis on the dryer. First and foremost, before the planned day of starting the job, have your refrigerant evacuated from the car. Can't emphasize that enough. If you're going to do the job, be responsible. Now, in my situation, because the car is new to us, I had to locate all the components that are being replaced. If you're going to replace the condenser and the dryer, you will need to take the bumper and the headlights out for direct access. The dryer is right here where my hand is. It's hidden in the nose of the car. So removing the lights and the bumper will give you direct access. Of course, the condenser is right up here. Next, you want to remove the wheel liner. There are 9 T25 fasteners, Torx 25 fasteners, and 2 10mm socket, and one there, and they will come off. You might want to notice that this liner, the way it wraps around, it tucks up under the arch here. So when you put it back in, you know that it's got to tuck up there. But other than that, there are 9 Torx 25 and 2 10mm fasteners, and then you kind of finagle and work this guy out. With the wheel well liner removed, you have direct access to the air compressor, which is right here, of course the belts, and then here's your dryer. If you need to replace the dryer, there's a bolt here that you can access now, but then there's another bolt around that having the bumper off makes this easier. So remove the bumper if you're going to replace the dryer. Of course, you can do this in a different sequence, but for me, after removing the wheel well, remove the headlights, both sides. To remove the headlights, just look inside. You'll see a pin right here. Pull this pin straight up and out, and then all you got to do, it helps if you get one hand behind here to help push the light straight forward. Okay, once you wiggle the light out, and I'm doing this with one hand. Once you wiggle the light out, you have one connector to disconnect. And the way you disconnect it, you have a little tab right here. Push down on that tab and pull out. You might need it, here, okay. You might need to get a little screwdriver to help you pry it out. But see, that tab hooks on that little shark fin of a connector. And so push down, pull out, the connector's loose, and now you can remove the light entirely. The next task is to remove the bumper completely. With the wheel well liner already removed on this side, just make sure that you've got those 3, 4, 5 Torx 25 fasteners on that side that attaches the wheel well into the bumper area. So remove those, and there's a few more fasteners and the bumper will come out. In order to remove the bumper, you've got a Torx T25 here, just a plastic snap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've already pried them up a little bit, and then you've got another T25 Torx here. The next thing you need to remove are these little cover plates here, one there and one over here. Like any older car, this is a 2013, so it's 11 years old. You just have to be careful because a lot of these plastic parts break. But with this, just kind of get your fingers up underneath it and pull it out. It's kind of spring loaded. Just pull it out gently, and then you can hold this piece in here. Try to do this on the camera. You can hold this piece in here, and then this just pops off to the side. This little bracket here just kind of pops off. I'll put it back on. So it just kind of, it slides on right like that, and then I can let it go and it'll pop right back in. But just kind of hold that with your fingers, slide this off to the side, and then gently let this guy go back in. All right, in my case, there's some fasteners missing. This guy attaches the bumper to the frame, however, or actually to the wheel well, but that was removed with the skid plate. Then you've got this one here. Mine's missing altogether. You've got one here, and this is a Torx 25. One there, one there. I am missing one there, and then another one attaches to the wheel liner, but the wheel liner is already removed. So it looks like I only have two to remove, and so this is going to be an easy job here. All right, the bumper should be completely released from the car, other than some plastic clips. With all the fasteners removed from the bumper, there's some plastic clips in here. And again, this is a used car. It's all kind of beat up and brittle. So this stays. This clip has to be forced underneath. Just kind of, I'm gonna wiggle it, wiggle this whole thing loose. Oh, there it goes. That's loose. That's loose. That's out. All these clips are out. So now I will remove it on the other side. See if I can do it with one hand. And whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Got to put the camera down so I can pick this up. So bumper and upper skid plate is removed. Here is the dryer, and here are the other two bolts that I mentioned earlier. These two are a pain in the butt to get to if the bumper's not removed. With the front bumper out of the way, replacing the dryer is fairly straightforward. You have three 10mm bolts, one here, one, two, and then around here up top, you have the third one. That releases it from the car itself, and then the tubing, you've got a 13mm bolt here, and then that's for this line. You follow this line around and back up, you've got a 13mm bolt right here. So disconnect those two, the three 10mm, replace the O-rings, and job's done. I undid all of the fasteners for the dryer, or so I thought. I went to try to remove it and it wasn't budging, and I found one more 13mm nut on the inside that holds the dryer to the frame. With that one removed, then the dryer should just pop out. This is the new dryer. and it is installed all except for this bolt. And there's absolutely no way it'll go in. I have fiddle-farted with this long enough, and then what I did is I took it all out again and I compared it with the original dryer that came in, and the shape that these tubes come off of this cylinder and wrap and turn are slightly different than the original. Therefore, so this is attached here, here, and then up here. Now, originally there was a bolt coming through right there. Or, yeah, there's a bolt coming through, and I took the nut off. However, as you can see, because of the difference in this piping, there's absolutely no way this will fit. It won't go. Even when this was loose, with all these flanges, this one and these flanges, everything matching up, it would not go. I couldn't twist it, I couldn't push it, and so I am just not installing this fastener. Like I said, it is solid. This sucker's not moving. These pipes aren't moving up here at all. They're pretty solid. Okay, there's a little bit of movement there, but it's just not going, dude. So I'm not gonna sweat over it. I did, again, I took this out, I compared it to the original dryer, and the shape that these tubes come off of this is just enough different that it causes that problem. Ain't it great? I have now completed the removal and the installation of all the new components: the compressor, the condenser, the dryer, the orifice tube, and the Schrader valves. The video footage is too long for a single video. Therefore, I'm breaking it up into 4 parts. So depending on the component that you are replacing, go check out my other videos. So yes, thanks for watching Lone Star Mini, and all the best on your DIY car maintenance.